Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I figured while we are all in quarantine, might as well do something fun. So today I have for you a makeup tutorial using the Hank and Henry Living in Color palette. I got this in the March Boxycharm, and I'm not gonna lie, it's this look right here. I had a little bit of blending issues with a couple of the shadows, mostly this blue one. It was very, very patchy. I tried to use that on my lower lash line. I wasn't a huge fan. But anyway, if you want to see how to get this look, stay tuned. Alright guys, so first we are going to just put my little headband on so that I can get all of my hair up in one place. And now I'm going to take my Carmex lip balm and I'm going to put that all over because winter in New England has been harsh on me. Everything is dry. Absolutely everything. So now I'm going to take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyelid Primer, and I'm going to put that all over my lids. I do kind of fix the camera after I do this, but it's my first tutorial in a really long time. My camera setup was not the greatest. So, yeah. So I'm going to take my Hank and Henry Living in Color palette that I got in my Boxycharm, and we're going to see how good this thing actually is. And I'm going to take this. Oh, I was just showing you the shadows there, I guess. I'm going to take this terracotta shade and put that all over my lid using my Morphe Jeffree Star. I think it's the crease brush. I don't know which one that actually is. So this shade was a lot more pigmented than I actually thought it was. So I definitely applied way too much when I first went in, and it was a lot deeper and darker than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie, I thought the pigmentation wasn't going to be the greatest, so I picked up a ton. Now I'm going to take that same brush and go in using this darker brown shade that I just showed you. And I apologize, I'm super out of frame. Like I said, still kind of getting used to it. I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Cottage Cheese, and I'm just putting that all over my lid because I love these pencils for a sticky base. They're great, especially the white ones, when you want to add some color to your eyes, and I like this one because it helps with the shimmer underneath. So I'm going to take this teal-y, greeny kind of a shade using my finger. I was not flipping you guys off. And I'm going to put that on the inner half of my eyelid, sorry. And do the same thing on the other eye. I'm going to take this darker, grainy blue one and do the same thing, but on the outer lid. Then I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk brush and go back into both of those shades and just kind of use those to add a little bit more pigment to the shades and blend them a little bit better together. I really love the whiter green, the more turquoise color. I think it is absolutely beautiful. This darker shade, it's pretty, and it does definitely add to the look, but I wasn't as impressed with it. It was a little patchy to apply. Excuse me. Now I'm going to take this Tetris crease brush that I believe I got in an Ipsy, and there's nothing on it. I'm just kind of blending everything a little bit better together. And we're going to move on to the face, and I'm going to use my Garnier Micellar Water to clean up any fallout from under my eyes. There was a little bit with the shadow, but honestly not too bad. And then I'm going to take that, flip it over, and I'm going to kind of go over my entire face just to make sure I have a nice clean base starting. And right now, you want to sanitize. You always want to sanitize, but especially in the world of COVID-19. And I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer to moisturize my face. And I'm going to use my True Match Lumi foundation primer. Not foundation primer. Wow, what is it called? Primer. This is almost done. I have thoroughly enjoyed using this, and I don't think I'll repurchase, especially not right away. I have a ton of makeup and stuff to use, but I definitely recommend the True Match Lumi primer. Out of all of those L'Oreal primers, that's probably my favorite. And now I'm going to take my Pro Matte Infallible foundation in the shade 102 Shell Beige, and I'm going to put that on my damp Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to just kind of bounce that all over my face into the skin. This foundation is life. I have tried so many different foundations. This one I always go back to. I know it's drugstore, but I am obsessed with it. I can't even tell you how many I have bought. I absolutely love this foundation. It is so good. Making sure to drag it all over, blending and bouncing, making sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take my Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I only take a little bit because otherwise it's super thick and hard to blend out. And I mix it with the Kokie Cosmetics Be Bright Illuminating Concealer in the shade Light, just because this one's a thinner consistency and I find that the two really blend out well together. And I'm going to take my Beauty Blender with the pointed side and just kind of blend that all underneath the eye and then down the center of my face. And now I'm going to take my Real Technique setting brush and use my Naked Cosmetics translucent powder. This powder is very white, and it does leave a little bit of a cast underneath your eyes, but it adds to the brightness as well. So I enjoy using this powder underneath my eyes especially, but I will put this in my fine lines and wrinkles because I'm old, but also because I find that it's such a fine milled powder that it just sits really nicely. So now I'm going to use my Urban Decay Electric palette to do my eyebrows. I know, crazy, but I'm taking that purple shade called Chaos, and here we go. See, isn't that fun? Super fun. I've been doing my eyebrows purple for a while now, and I love it. Now I'm going to take this ColourPop DTLA ColourPop Gel Liner. This is such a beautiful color, and I think it would have added to the look if it wasn't for the shade that I used to blend it. Yeah. So I take this matte blue shade and use that on a MAC 213, I believe, pencil brush. And I start to apply it, and I hate it. It's very patchy. It does not blend out well. But I had to make it work at this point, so I had to put it on the other eye as well. So I take a little bit more, dip it in, and then I go in with that darker brown shade. It's a warmer brown, but it's darker on the same brush. Put that on like my entire lower lash line, maybe to like the middle third. And then I believe I use another brush. I don't remember the name of this. It's a smudge brush, but it's kind of like loosely packed to help blend it a little bit more and use that shadow. And then I use this Glamour Dolls brush with nothing on it, just to kind of blend everything together. And it looks okay. I feel like it did an okay job. So now I'm trying this Wet n Wild eyeliner for the first time. It's it's not a felt tip. I believe it's just a brush tip. And honestly, I loved it. It worked really well, just as good as the Physicians Formula one that I had been using. And it was so much cheaper. It was like, I think like $10 cheaper. So it was perfect. Super happy with it, and I'm definitely going to continue to use it. And, you know, maybe practice some wing eyeliner because I suck at it. Now I'm going to take my Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Oh my god, this mascara is everything. I love this mascara so much. It is one of the tubing mascaras. So like your mascara comes off and just slides off, and it's so nice. So I use that on both my top and bottom lashes. And I stab myself in the eye. That always happens to me. Don't you love the looks you make when you put your mascara on? It's like, I am a demon child from down below. Watch me put my eyes as wide as I can. Sorry, that's the weirdness in me. I'm stuck in my house. What do you want? So now I'm going to take my CoverGirl translucent powder and set my entire face using this Real Techniques powder brush. I don't typically need to set this foundation. It's just a step that I've grown accustomed to and will always do. So then I'm going to take my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, which is sadly completely almost panned. At least the shades I use. And I'm going to take the medium cocoa shade and I'm going to contour my cheeks. Cheeky cheekies. And then I'm going to take, this is the Makeup Revolution bronzer. I'm not sure the shade. And that is an Up and Up bronzer kabuki brush, I think it's called. Something like that. I don't know. It's super old too. But I love that brush. And I just bronze my entire face. Now I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Precious Petals and my Jeffree Star highlighting brush. And I'm going to highlight my cheekbones and my nosy. And then I'm going to take this, I think it's a Bodycology brush. I don't know. It came in an Ipsy. Half my brushes come in Ipsy. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners using the same highlight. And then this is a Seraphine Botanicals blush that came in an Ipsy. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques stippling brush and put that on my cheeks. This is such a pretty color. It's so luminous and sheeny. It's so pretty. I love it. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. makeup set and mist or something like that setting spray, and I'm going to use my super cute fan that I bought on Amazon and fan it all into my skin. And now I'm just wiping off a little bit of the extra lip balm that I had and taking the Estee Edit lip liner, and I believe it's called either the Barest or the Nudist. It's one of the two. And I'm just lining my lips. I am not one to overdraw at all, so I typically don't do that. And I just kind of line my lips and fill in my lips with this pencil after. And now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Dolce. This shade has been my go-to recently. I took it on a cruise with me and I got so many compliments on it. It's such a pretty springy shade. And now I'm going to take this Becca gloss that came in my Boxycharm. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like a golden gloss. It does have a strange smell though. Yeah, definitely has a strange smell. Alright guys, so that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!